tuning in to another episode of Let's Talk with Damon and Bilal. Real topics, real people, real opinions. Don't get offended, get informed. If you enjoyed this episode, follow us on all social media platforms. Enjoy the show.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Bilal, David. Let's talk. Yesterday, guys, we were posting from a studio, a recording booth, and we had some issues. So hopefully you guys can hear us loud and clear. Today's topic, Damon, take it away.
Well, in my situation, my dating situation, I come with a female, right? And we kicking it, having a good time, enjoying life, enjoying each other, and it go on for a minute without any conversation, any me saying something or she saying something back. We end up in the boyfriend and girlfriend rules. Now I didn't agree to it. I didn't know nothing about it. Right. I thought we were. So why is it that women automatically go with you? I'm 54, so I'm trying. What do we do at this age?
I guess
But court you.
well, commit to you.
Commit to you.
Want you to commit to her.
Without the conversation. Why is that an automatic thing? And why don't the men get any say so other than now when did we get committed? And then that's an argument. Or you've been playing with me and see the problem with that is a woman always thinks she can come in and change a person. So she gonna jump in and say, okay, I'm down for whatever we're doing, but then it's just because she's thinking that's gonna change me.
Right.
So she thinks she's gonna talk me into convincing me into being.
So she wants to change the rules of engagement
Without me even discussing it.
Right.
I had no discussion. So you don't have that problem being married. Or did you get tricked into marriage like that? Did you ask to get married or did you?
No, I definitely asked to get married. But I think the issue here is that women want things defined, right? They want the relationship defined. They want to know where they are in the relationship, and they want to know where this is going. So because of that, they'll put labels on things to just help them navigate where they are. Where men can keep things status quo, we're in this lane, I like this lane, we're fine. Women just want things detailed and spelled out. And once a woman starts having feelings for you, she wants to know that those feelings are reciprocated and that you are exclusive and also feeling the same way she is.
But that's not how we started out. So it don't start out that way. You start out dating to my understanding. I can see you when I want to see you. You can see him when you want to see him. It's not you and I. We just seeing what's up. Now I understand when a lot of women want to, just because you've been seeing each other a while, and all of a sudden it's just okay. Yeah, this is what we doing. No one asked me what I'm doing. We're just all of a sudden doing what the woman dictating we're doing. And because I'm not doing what she's doing, I'm in the wrong. And this has happened to me before. I'm in the wrong for not being in my turn. She go with me, but I don't go with her. Well, I'm not looking to be married.
But I think what the response was is just maybe being open and communicative, right? I think that we're kidding ourselves, women, if you're in a new relationship with a man and you think he's exclusive to you, and nor should a man think that of a woman he just met. But the point here is that we agreed to do this together, walk in these steps. And then all of a sudden, one person shouldn't be able to change the rules. You should never give power to the relationship to one, right? It should be equal. So that's where we're getting at, right? When a woman says, hey, we're together, we're exclusive, want to move in or want a key, and you didn't have those discussions, right? That's when it becomes problematic. And that can, again, as I stated earlier, run the men off. And so that's what the brother's speaking on, is that, why do you get to change the rules and define the relationship without previous conversations and ignore the ones we had before?
And when I say something about it, it's an issue. I deceived you. Well, no, and the reason I deceived you is because I act as if we were in a relationship.
Yeah, you playing now.
Yeah,
so we got to play all the way.
So, and it's an automatic thing. Well, because I like you. I like doing this with you a lot. So, hey, yeah, let's do this and let's do that. Now all of a sudden, because I like you more than I like someone else, so I'm spending more time with you than I am with someone else, doesn't mean I'm not dealing with someone else anymore, right? I had a situation with a young lady, and same thing happened, right? So she told me, in the same, trying to change me, she told me that I'm not trying hard enough to please her. Not sexually, just period. I'm not trying, and I told her, and by her, I was wrong. I'm not trying to please, period. I mean, you know what I'm saying? This is me. You met me, you decided, you agreed to date me as I am, just like I agreed to date you as you are. I'm not changing. I'm not here to change. I'm not changing none of my lifestyle to please you. So that's where the problem came. I'm not changing. So her comeback was, that's the problem. You don't want to change for me. I'm 54 years old. I'm not changing for anyone.
But so
I'm doing fine, or he's doing well as well.
So I think, what's being missed here is that the whole try to change, right? So, ladies, I think where we make the mistake is that women go into a relationship with, I can change him. I can make him what I need him to be, or I was better than the last girl, so I know that I can do this. And when the outcome is not that, of course you get frustrated. But you shouldn't go into the relationship with the mindset of changing anybody, right? You should go and you should know each other's flaws, embrace those flaws, and know that that person comes with baggage and they're flawed. When you start trying to change and define things sooner than they need to be, that's when you're going to start running into problems. Let the relationship happen organically. The last thing men want is to be forced in a relationship and to be force defined, okay? Don't define what it is for me, right? Let me discover that. Let us discover that. So that nothing turns a man off more than when you start force defining things, force defining relationships, and then you're trying to change him. No one wants to be changed, especially a grown man.
The question to these ladies, these women out here, and Damon, you out making it hard. Yeah. Right, well, I'm gonna call it love. Okay, we don't know the difference between change and compromise. Y'all doing that compromise stuff again.
Well, but so compromise
is for him.
Well, no, compromise
is for him.
I think, okay, so he spoke on compromise. Compromise is something that does not happen in the beginning of a relationship. So to ask someone who's newly dating, months or whatever the time frame is, to start to compromise, that's too soon for that, right? So you're also by compromising, you're already asking for change.
I'm not young. Listen, I'm the single one. He's the married one. My life is all right as it is. I want a woman in my life. No, I need a woman in my life for sex. And like I said, I can't perform that by myself. Women say it all the time. They don't need a man because they can fuck themselves. I can't. I need a woman for that. Need and want a woman for that. I don't need the hassle with the relationship that goes along with all of that, like the compromise and all of that. I don't need that. So this the issue that I'm seeing. Women of a certain age, they're looking to be married, right? So everybody is a potential husband. So they see me. Oh, that's potential husband. He's like this right now, but I'm gonna change him to be something else. I'm the woman that's gonna change him to want to marry me or want to whatever this woman wants. No, I'm not. I'm the guy. That's just until you don't want to have. And when you don't want to have fun and hang out with me no more, in my world, then you can move on. It's not gonna be an argument. It's not gonna be. Of course, I'm gonna miss you because I like you, but compromises. He's married. He has to compromise. I can go home. No, you can go home. You don't have to come home. You don't have to call me. You don't have to talk to me. I'm not gonna compromise. I'm not gonna change. And I'm not saying because there's nothing wrong with me. I'm fine for me, and I'm fine for somebody else. I may not be fine for you. I'm not, like I told the young lady, I'm not the guy for you. That's how, you don't like me. That's what I was saying to her. You don't like me. She said, I do like you. If I didn't like you, you wouldn't, whatever. No, you don't like me because you always telling me, do this. Why surprise me? I'm not the surprising brother. Whoever that brother is, go deal with that brother. A lady wrote me a letter before and gave me a list of items she wants from her man. I'm reading, and I gave her a list of things I want from my woman. Of course, they were, I went there with her, but she wasn't willing. Yeah, I was saying shit like jump out the house, suck my dick, whatever, all that kind of stuff. I was saying I was going there. But she wasn't willing to do, maybe surprised she was willing to do a lot of it, but she wasn't willing to do everything on my list. But she expected me to do everything on her list, right? I didn't really have a list. I just made up one because she made up one. And so of course, we're not together now. She's married. So I'm wondering how that worked out. But yeah, I don't go into a relationship. I don't go into a situation with a female to change her. So of course I would love the perfect body and the perfect face and the walk in the house, drop tea. I would love that, but I can't put that on a woman. I can't say if you don't do this, that's a deal breaker. If you don't suck my dick when I walk in the house, that's a deal breaker. I'm not gonna do that. But if a woman would do that, well, if you don't bring me roses, or and we kind of got off topic because we're talking about how do we end up in those type of relationships without me agreeing to it. I didn't take a knee. I didn't even ask you to go with me. How we used to do when we was younger. Would you go with me? Check yes or no. I didn't do none of that. But all of a sudden, we in that type of relationship. And when you call me and I say I'm out on a date, you get upset about it. Seriously upset. So I'm about to read somebody's comment. Who's the co-host? We're gonna block some of these people. There you go. I think we should enjoy each other's company. There you go, David.
So that's the key, right? So that last statement, enjoy each other's company. I think if everything is going well and everyone's enjoying each other and you're having fun and you're exploring each other, you're getting to know each other, that should be enough. That should be enough. And you walk in that, right? Even though you start to feel more, one party starts to feel more than the other. But I think you have to have those conversations. You can't just start defining the relationship and changing in the moment. It's never gonna work. It's just gonna run a man away, right? He's just gonna run. He's just gonna leave. All the energy that you're putting in to that, you need to invest that energy in yourself. Be who you were, because that's what the man was attracted to. Don't start being insecure and vulnerable. That's not what attracted him to you. So you want to keep that same energy. If you start giving out other energies, it's just gonna run right off.
It's not necessarily has to do with that with me. Just don't try to change me, right? Just keep it like that. Just don't try to change me. I'm not changing you. I didn't ask you to be my wife, my girlfriend. I didn't ask you that. I did none of that change. And someone. Let me go back to this lady's comment, remark. She said, what did she say? I think, is it Adrian something? I can't read his name. I can't see. She said, the more you talk, I can see the problem. Work on self until you're ready.
But see, that's not the problem, right? It's easy to say that a man expressing his feelings about being defined and a woman defining a relationship and a woman saying what they are and what they're not
that's
with their
everything.
conversation. That is a problem. It's not it's just a problem. And it's something that needs to be addressed, right? So women, instead of always trying to change a man, why don't you try to grow him in the ways in which you want him to interact with you or respond to you or the things you want him to do?
That's that married talk.
No,
it ain't no growing.
That's that real talk.
It's not growing. Look, he's married. Women, don't try to nothing. Don't take us as we are or not.
But I think
It's easy to walk away from me.
But there
and
has to be some growth in any relationship, though. So you can't just keep it on the same level when you met and that's it.
Yeah, you can, because see, he's coming from the end game. The end game is to be married. That's what that's the female's thinking. The end game is to be married, not my end game. My end game is the happy ending. That's my end game. Or don't deal with me. Period. I'm here to have a good time. I don't want to have. I was talking to my partner the other day. It's always something. You know what I'm saying? With his girlfriend, always something. He has a girlfriend, and he didn't even know they were going together until she let him know. And you know what? And it's always something.
It's funny that we're talking about this. I'm so sorry for cutting you off. But it's funny that we're talking about this. This is just because if you guys seen the TikTok with P. Diddy and Young Miami, she has defined their relationship. She told him, we're going together. And he looked at her like, what? And she said, yeah, we're going together, right? So that's speaking to what we're talking about, that she took it upon herself to define them. No conversation, but this is what we are. And so when you start to define we're this, that means automatically he has to make some changes. He may not be willing to do that. So I just wanted to interject.
Because that's how arrogant women are, right? That's so arrogant to say, now I'm ready. Well, I'm not ready. So, and because instead of moving on to, hey, Damon, you're not ready, but I am, but I'm gone, I'm out of here. No problem. Now, women have done that with me, but then you have those that try to force the issue with me, right? I'm a bounce. I'm out of it. I'm gonna let you be upset with me and call me back. Now, hold on, I don't quit nobody. So you can be upset with me and you can leave, but I'm always here. When you're ready to come back, if you're ready to come back, I wouldn't know. There you go. You know, I don't know. I'm trying to read some of your comments and respond to them. But there's a button. We're new to TikTok pretty much. There's a button at the bottom here that says multi-guest. Somebody push that. Right, we always have to have a conversation. Every woman wants a husband. There you go. Just keep it 100.
Yeah. That's like you said. That's the end game.
Right.
The end game is the ring on it, but you can't rush. You can't go straight to the fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying?
No, there's not. The end game is not marriage for everybody.
For a woman. It's close. Not all women. We don't never want to say 100% because there's just no such thing, right? But for many women, for a large majority of women, money is the end game.
He's trying to be politically correct.
Well,
it's all women. All women.
No, not all women want to be married.
No, all women want to be married.
All women want to be secure. I can say that with 100%.
So I'm narcissistic, but a woman can define the relationship. A woman gets to say
what we are, what we're not.
Right. So I'm narcissistic. I'm married. I'm all this, right? But a woman gets to say in a lot of relationships when we can have sex, what type of sex we can have. When we're in a relationship, because check this out. If she don't want to be in a relationship, and I want to be in a relationship, you what is it called? Crushing me or see, I don't even know what the words are. Because I'm not gonna do it. But there are men that be with women, and the woman, and he wants the relationship, and you putting too much pressure. I'm not ready. Okay, well, I'm not ready. But I'm narcissistic because I'm not ready and she's ready. But when a man is ready and you're not ready, and ladies, we know that happens.
Right. See, I think for a lot of women, you see a trait in a man that you are attracted to. You see one thing. That one thing you want to rush and make that something. But you don't see all the things you need to see for him to be elevated to husband status or whatever. And so because you see that one thing, you say, hey, I like this, or he has this, and then you think you can change him to the other things. That's the mistake, right? So I think you need to make sure that the man meets your checklist before you just start, we're together, because you really don't know who he is yet, right? And you already want to say we're together, and then now you're in this relationship that's really not benefiting anyone. It's not a productive one because you defined it too soon. So know what it is you want and see more than just one sign or trait in a man. Because sometimes that man showed you who he was, but you refused to see that because he showed you something that you loved for.
See, Mims, 1969. You said my husband was ready years before I was.
Okay, that's
right.
So curious to know how you handled that.
Right. So, did you get married when he was ready, or did you get married when you were ready?
Or did you compromise?
No.
You got
Don't give a way out. See, Mims. That ain't no. I'm not asking how long were you married. Did you get married when he was married, or did you get married when you were married? When you were ready? When I was ready? See,
there you go.
Thank you. You're on my side.
So you women that were saying he's arrogant, this, and that. There you go.
Yeah. Thank you, Miss Mills, for keeping it 100.
When I was ready.
Right. So, but when I'm not ready,
I'm married.
You're right. I'm narcissistic. I'm keep because the lady called me narcissistic. I'm keep stuff.
But now let's speak on what was her handle?
Miss Mims, C Mims.
Now, everybody on the platform, you can learn from C-Men, because all she said was, I needed him to show me more before I can submit to him or make him my forever. She didn't rush him. He was ready. He saw enough and he said, I'm ready. And she said, hold up, I need more boxes checked first. Now, remember who I am, okay? Yeah, I'm the married guy. I happily take that title. But I want you guys to just really let that soak in. She said, check more boxes, make sure you who I need you to be before I submit to you.
Well,
See, when you start rushing and calling guys your man and your husband before that's true, that's what you get.
Well, I can't see his name. Somebody cross carrier. Let me ask you. You said your assumption. Your assumption. I was narcissistic. You assumed I'm a narcissist because I'm not ready when someone else is ready. So it's means you're a narcissist. Based on
to make sure this man
based on
you needed him to be.
the cross carrier's logic, you're a narcissist. So this gotta go both ways, right? So when a man does something, he's wrong. When a woman does the same thing, the man is still wrong, right? So I'm smothering you if I want something that you're not ready for. I'm something else when you want something that I'm not ready for. And all I'm saying is, at this point in my life, I'm not ready for marriage. So, and I'm not going. If I'm not ready for something, I'm an athlete. I used to be. And I'm a coach. Well, I used to be. I'm not gonna put a kid into a game if they're not ready, right? Because we're gonna lose the game. Because they're not ready to play this game. I'm not ready to play the husband and wife game.
And that's why so many women lose this game.
I'm not cross carrier. I'm not trying to. I don't take it like I'm not attacking or anything. I'm not taking it personal. And tell me. And you said to be honest in the beginning. Do we go into? I need to be honest in the beginning, or the woman needs to be honest in the beginning? Because if a woman came and told me in the beginning, my end game is to marry you, and so in the beginning I'm gonna say I'm not your guy, right? Because my end game is not to marry you. So, because when you meet somebody in the beginning, you're just dating. That's why I'm asking. When women of a certain age, and what age is that, so I can stay clear of that age, are y'all looking for every man to marry me? You know, I'm like, you think I'm on a platform saying what I'm saying. You think I'm not gonna say it to her? You think she didn't know that this is how I felt? You know, I'm not, because when you meet somebody, that comes up. So what do you think about marriage? Never thought about it. I don't think anything about marriage. I thought about marriage one time when I was 19 years old, and then I immediately thought about divorce. So, and I got partners that got married, divorced. I got a few partners. Everybody, I thought I was thinking about this the other day. All of my partners are either married or divorced, right? And I got a lot of friends. They're either married or divorced. Now, surprisingly, in my circle, there are more married than there are divorced. I can think of, there's three of us. Myself, but I was 19, 21, don't count. But there are three of us, to include me, that are divorced. The rest of my guys that are married. You know, we have two that's been lifelong singles. Three that's been lifelong singles. But everybody else, and it's about 10, 15 of us. Everybody else is married. And I mean, I don't know if they're happily married. I know they're married. Now, if it was me, if I wasn't happily married, I wouldn't be married. You know, and happily married to me means, like I said before, every day happy. If there's a day I come in my house after I just left, I come from work, whatever the case, I came from outside, and this woman had a bad day and she's bringing it home, and I can't get away from that, I'm going to see a divorce lawyer. So I'm not giving it a chance. Do you ever want to get married? No. You talking to me? No. Until I heard you speak, I thought you were so appealing. Well, sorry to lose you. I'm not for you. If you want to get married, I'm not for you.
Hey, thank you guys. Thank you for sharing this hour with us. Hopefully you guys gained some insight. Again, my name is Belial.
And I'm the old guy.
I'm married.
And I'm not.
Thank you very much.